Alright, moving on to part 2 of the settings, since we had a brief problem with internet slowing down a lot. After you have your channel set up with your quality and your bitrate, you're going to leave everything else alone with that, and you're going to go ahead, hit OK, back out of that, and go to the next tab on your settings, which is resolution. Now, if you want to do high-def streaming, you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and select the bottom resolution. That's the highest resolution you can have in HD, and that's what I have mine streaming through, and the quality's really good on it. So you go ahead and select that resolution, and then, like I said, the important part is making sure that in here, the resolution that's selected here is the same one that you have there, and you want to make sure your frame rate's only around 20 or 25, or it's going to be too much for the stream to handle. Now, after you have that all set up, if you're doing in-game, something you're probably going to want to do is block out your chat. Do that, you make a picture, get a picture from somewhere, do whatever you want, come down to add again, you're going to add a media file. I have this as mine that I use for blocking chat. You drag that to the screen, and like I said, if you've selected your World of Warcraft as your screen region, instead of seeing this always expanding thing here, you'll have World of Warcraft in the background, and you can just line this up to wherever your chat is. I think mine sits right around like that on my actual screen. You get that all lined up, and it'll actually save this scene for you, so anytime you open it up, it'll do it. Then you go ahead and you come up to broadcast, and you can click on it. Announcing it will announce to any of your followers that you're broadcasting, though with Justin TV, I think it auto does that anyway, as long as your followers have that option chosen. And you're pretty much ready to stream. Next thing, I guess, to go over would be if you have multiple sound cards and want to stream Vent. Now, you have your regular sound card set up with Vent, and you have a second sound card that you want to also set up. All you do for that is on your second sound card, or in your second copy of Vent that you have running, you make sure outgoing voice communications are not enabled. You're going to set your output and input device to your second sound card. Now, doing it through XSplit, you're not using a stereo mix or anything like that, so this is going to be what it's actually recording. If you want your in-game sounds to go through it, you have to change your in-game sounds to the same thing. Same with any media players or anything you have like that. Now, XSplit currently does not have an option to change what your input is. It just uses your system default. So you'd have to change your system default to whatever your secondary sound card is, and then change your initial Vent to the sound card that you want to use for yourself talking on Vent and everything like that, if you don't want your mic to always be open for everyone else to hear. Now, if you're going to your live stream channel, it is very, very important that you have it muted. Otherwise, everyone's going to hear a lot of feedback, because it will continuously loop the sounds that are coming from your channel back through your speakers, recording it and putting it back in, and it'll get louder and louder and louder and become very annoying for the people watching. I guess that about sums it up on everything you need to set up for live streaming. If you have any questions about it, feel free to just give me a message on my channel, and I'd be happy to help you out.